the relationship between balance B in dollars left on a student loan and N, the number of monthly payments, is given by B equals 29,400 minus 250N. Remember that the general form for a linear function is y equals mx plus b. M is the slope or average rate of change. It always has 2 units. And b is the y-intercept or the initial amount. So m is the one with the variable and b is the one by itself. So looking at these, what are the units with 29,400 in this equation, and what does it represent in terms of the problem? So we're trying to figure out, is 29,000 B or M, and then also is 250 B or M. So looking at this, 29,400 is the one without the variable. It's the same as B, the initial amount or the y-intercept. So write B equals that 29,400 versus 250 is in front of the variable. We have minus 250N. So M is at minus 250. So we want to put some units on these and think about what it means in terms of the problem. So B is 29,400. We're talking about student loan balance in dollars, and N is the number of monthly payments. So this B, or initial amount, must be in dollars. So 29,400 would stand for the initial loan amount. So this person took out $29,400 in student loans initially. The slope is negative 250. That must be the monthly payment that we're taking off, right? Every time we make a payment, our loan balance should go down, and this in this case is going down by $250 per month. So we're going to put 2 units on this slope. Average rate of change is going to be dollars per month, and that's going to be the monthly payment. So initially they took out $29,400 and they're making a $250 per month payment. That way the loan balance will go down. We're going to figure out they've been paying on their loan for 5 years. And we're going to figure out what is the balance on the loan. Well, in 5 years, how many payments have they even made? Right? They're making 1 payment per month for 5 years. So we have 5 years times 12 months in a year. They've made 60 payments. There's been 60 months. So over 5 years, they've made 60 monthly payments. I want to see what's happening with their balance. It was initially $29,400, but they have paid down $250 per month for 60 months in 5 years. So they have $14,400 as their loan balance. As long as we have units on it, we are good to go. So 14,400, and that's in dollars. So obviously after 5 years, they are still in debt. So we want to figure out how long will it take to just pay that loan off. So if we want to pay off the loan, how much money do we want the balance to be? We want to make that balance $0. So we're going to make the balance 0. It was initially $29,400, and they've been paying on it with that $250 payment times N number of months. So we want to make the balance 0 and solve for N. And it says round to the nearest year. So we are going to try to get N by itself. So we could subtract that 29,400, or I like working with positive numbers. So I'm going to add the 250N over. So on the left, we have 250N, and on the right, we have 29,400. We're a little bit closer to having N by itself, but we still need to divide to get rid of that multiplication. So I'm going to divide by 250. So N equals 117.6, and this is monthly payments. So if we've made 117.6 monthly payments, it's just around to the nearest year. I want to figure out how many years is 117.6 monthly payments going to be. So we're going to divide by 12 and see that this is 9.8 years. So years are kind of weird when we round them. Typically you'd round up and say, oh, it's going to take 10 full years. But you can actually have 0.8 of a year. Like if you think about being 0.8 of the way through a year, you're almost done with it. You're in like the fall or winter of that year. So we're going to say late in year 9. Which we're going to do a little practice here. Let's say a what if question. What if they took out the loan in 2010? Let's say they took it out and then they started paying on it right away, that $29,400 loan. What year would it be paid off? We're going to add 9.8. It would be paid off in 2019. Because typically when you take out a loan, you know what year you're in. So it's good practice to say, well, what if we had a specific year that we took it out in? If we started in 2010 with these payments, it would be paid off late in the year of 2019. It'd be 9.8 years later, so almost the end of 2019. So we just add that number to the initial year that we took the loan out.